Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope that you are all well. So it feels so good to be on doing a book haul for you guys. I feel like I haven't been on for ages, but when I check my YouTube it says 6 days. So yeah, it feels like a lifetime. I sort of miss it because it feels like you're talking to your friends and stuff. So yes, I've got my book haul, so I'll start with the bits and pieces that I grabbed. So I do have this dust cover, which I absolutely love. It's Japanese flower arrangement, and I love the colour of it and the pattern. So I thought I'd grab that. A lot of the time now, there are books that I don't want the whole book, so I will just take a few of the bits. You know, if it's a real rubbishy book or something, I'll just take the bits that I like, because obviously I have a lot of books here, so I've got to be a bit more careful. So this has some beautiful writing from 1949 that I liked. And of course I use these blanket pages to back tags and that. So I usually grab them out if I've got time. I like the ones with the stamps on because I cut them out to use as bits for collaging. And I love start pages like this with nice writing and that, so I grab them as well. I have this bookmark. I like to cover them. I have piles here. I've probably got 100 or something I need to cover one day. I like the introduction there. It's been scribbled on, but it's with pencil, so I might be able to rub that off. So I'll probably use that for some collaging or something. That one's been scribbled onto. So this is a library pocket with some library cards in it, which I always grab if I find them. Getting a good collection of different coloured library cards now, which is neat. This is a quality control slip for Nightingale clothing. I don't know why I keep these things, but I do. I'll probably end up looking it up and see if they're still around or whatever. And there are a couple of sheets of a notepad. I am at home with Innkeeper Limited, operators of fine inns in Victoria, Tasmania and South Australia. So again, I can use them for collaging or something like that. There were a whole lot of cutouts from magazines and newspapers that were just dumped in the bin. So it looks like most of them are botanical themed. So I'll probably go through and see if there's ones that I want to keep for any of my themed journals. This one says a golden herb, so maybe I'll keep it for a herb journal or something. If not, I'll probably use them for collaging. So I've got a stack of that sort of thing and more. Now this, I don't know what this come out of, but it's absolutely beautiful. The colour of it and the paper, it's a diagram of a ship. Really, really pretty. So it is quite big and I wouldn't want to cut that down, so I might make a big ship journal one day and put this in. Just love that. The Secret Garden, another beautiful start page. Sometimes I like the contents pages because I like what they say, like this says the key of the garden, so I'll probably use that on the tag or something. Florence Nightingale, bit creepy that. That's a lovely old picture. 1952 that one was. It's got some nice old illustrations that I removed. Good Wives, that's an Alcott one, isn't it? Yeah, and I love the picture here, so I grabbed them out. My coloured start pages that I like to use, purple, even better. Another Alcott, Little Wives. What was the other one? Good Wives. Yeah, Good Wives, Little Wives. Someone's written on this so hard that it's embossed this side of the picture, so I might just keep that for a personal journal or something. Some more start pages. They're sort of like a greyish greenish, so I like that colour. Alright, just put them to the side. So I've been flat out this week, hence why I haven't been on much. I did have a house inspection. I have yearly inspections where I live. And so I had that on Monday, and then on Tuesday, which was yesterday, I had a wedding to go to. So, and I don't go out much, definitely not around the city and that, so it was very overwhelming. But it was wonderful to watch my friends get married, so I'm really happy for them. But yes, it's been a very big week for me, so I'm looking forward to lots of time in the craft room now. So we'll start with the books. I grabbed this Ampol Touring Atlas of Australia. I have a lot of atlases now. I should stop grabbing them, but when it comes to the older ones, I find it hard not to because the pages are more matte than glossy, which I like better, so I do tend to always grab them. Don't know if that has a date in it, that one. So we've got nice matte pages. And then you've got your pictures as well. Sometimes you can find some interesting ones. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. I think I've got a few of these atlases already because I remember seeing, is there a chicken or a sheep one? I think there's another one. I'll be looking forever now trying to find the sheep one. Oh, there's those. So there's a few native animals. So that's really cool. It's worth it just for those pages. I will have a better look another time. Alright, I did do this book video before, but I did the first like 1 minute and then my camera switched off and I didn't even know that it switched off. So I did the whole thing and then found out the hard way. So this is Joe's Boys. It's another one by Louisa M. Alcott. But for this one, I really love this cover. It's been scribbled on a bit. I'll see if I can clean that up. But otherwise, it's in good nick. So I think I'd really like to reuse the cover on that. So it doesn't have a date. Don't think it has pictures. I really like these pages too and the size of the font. So I'll probably use that for collaging. Another one of the Secret Garden. I did have one of the start pages before. And this one I think I like the cover on as well. Yes, it has, if you can see, it has an embossed girl standing there carrying something. It's very hard to see. But I really love that, so I'll probably reuse that. It does have a few illustrations as well. It's a beautiful start page. Oh, got a bit of indigestion. I had chicken pie for lunch and then I just had a shepherd's pie for tea. So after a snooze on the couch, I was very tired. So yeah, a few nice illustrations. There were a whole lot of Dutch and French readers, I think. So this is a Dutch one. 1931, this one. It's got some pretty cool illustrations as well. It's another, or did I say Dutch? German readers. So this is another German reader as well. This one's 1970. I'm just pulling all the little books out of the bag that I put them in when I was doing the book haul before. This is Holland Around the World program. So this one's Dutch. Get it right now. 61. Now, I wasn't going to grab it, but then it had all of these bits that have been stuck in, like collector's parts. And it has some nice old pictures as well. I do know some Dutch people, so they might be interested in some of these pictures in the future. Yeah, some of the pictures are quite nice. And this is another one of the German readers. I like the cover on that one. I'm not reading what they're called. I did in the last video, and yeah, didn't sound very good. 1957 for this one. So it's all in German. This one I think is French. And 1957 again. the Labrador Retriever, 1977. So there's a few nice pictures in this one. I love the illustrations of animals. It's really beautiful. This is another German reader. This one's Der Schimmelreiter. I think that's how you'd say it. So it's the something, and I'm thinking rider. So maybe the horse rider. I don't know how you say horse in German, so I'm gonna have to find out, aren't I? This is 63, and this one I love. It has that beautiful writing in it. So I did a while back get some antique German books that have this beautiful writing, but it's so hard to break them up and use them. So I think I'll start with this one. It's absolutely gorgeous font. A few pictures as well. This one is Teach Yourself book, French and English dictionary. What I might do is just put those ones into this bag, or else I get too much of a pile up. It's better. So this is another German reader. 63. I've started keeping the sticky tape now. I see people making it, so I think, well, I might as well keep it if I find nice brown stuff. Some of it's pretty dirty though, so. This is all about Capricorn. It's 1970, and this one has some tables, I think, that I like the look of. So something different for the collaging. This is a Singer manual for a sewing machine. I did get some nice vintage ones once. They were a bit expensive though, so I was rapt to find this one because these are great fun to use to make ephemera for sewing journals. And this one has a 3-lesson customer course membership card for lessons and service with this sewing machine. So I thought that was pretty cool. Nice ephemera. Another, oh, this is a French reader, I'm pretty sure. 65. This is another German one, Fritz und Liesel. 68. Has some illustrations too. This is Modern Chemistry. (1958), and I like the diagrams and tables in this as well, and even some of the pictures are cool. Try and grab the last pile of little ones out of my bag. I think that's it. So I did grab 2 Bibles. I like the size of these. I might try and reuse the covers for little mini journals. (1969) on that one. Nice little pages. And then this one is, I don't think this one has a date, but it's very old. Printed in Great Britain. Yeah, no, that one doesn't have a date. Look how small that font is. I don't know how people read these. Eye strain. I love how the edges are the same colour as the covers. This is Shirley's cat book. I think this was the 50s or something too. Reprint 67. But I really like this. It has some adverts which are cool, and then some nice pictures. I like the adverts, even though they're about worming cream. So there's a bit in that one I would use. And this is the Teacher Self-Concise Encyclopedia of General Knowledge. Love these pages. 1956, and it's just like a dictionary, really. Except it's got blue pages in the middle for some reason. A couple of illustrations. So now we'll start on the bigger books. So there's this one. I started taking the plastic off because I wanted to look at the cover. I love the cover. It's a bit ruined on the corners, but otherwise it's really nice. And it is Accounting Fundamentals, nice and boring. Although I'd probably read it because I did accounting for a couple of years, but that was double entry, and I'm sure this wouldn't be 1966. But love the pages for collaging. I think they're quite interesting. So I'll probably use the pages and then use the cover as well, because it's nice and thick, so it makes a good journal cover. Then I have Magellan. This one's very water damaged, so I won't be reusing that cover. It looks not good. First so many pages. So, what have we got at the back? The map again. It's got some nice illustrations. Chart of the East Indies. Love that one. So I'll just take the illustrations out of that, I think. This is the New Cat Handbook. 1984. Look at that, gorgeous. Some really nice pictures, and they're a beautiful size for journaling cards. Little bottom pockets. And even some of these sort of sepia toned pictures are really nice for ephemera as well. This is Parrots and Parrot Family Birds as Pets, 1956. Love parrots, they've got so much character. This is Painting in England. This has beautiful pictures in it. 1965. Now this next one I got purely for the cover. Love the cover. They almost look like blood cells. Some sort of marbling or something. It's quite old. It's Unscientific Essays. It's gifted in 1926. So the copyright's 1925. Really nice thick paper. It's a book on mass and movement. This is 69. This has a couple of pictures that I think are quite sort of steampunk styled. So I'll grab the ones that I want out of here. I like this page. And the gyro compass, or gyro compass, whichever way you say it. This is the body in action. There's a few pictures in here I really like. Anatomical ones. That's really nice for Nature Journal. This is 62. I like this sort of thing and the skeleton. And then we're up to the even bigger books now. There is this Whipsnade Park Zoo. So it's just a zoo magazine, but of course it has beautiful pictures of the animals. And they're quite thick pages too, so they'll be fine to cut out and use. Love the owl. Oh, and the wolf. This is Wildflowers of the Western State. Beautiful pictures. I've got so many books with pictures like this in that I want to get to soon and do a whole lot of mass making with. Because they're just too pretty to throw out. The colours are amazing. A picture tour of the Smithsonian. I don't think this had a date on it either that I could find. This has some really cool bits to fussy cut and possibly use in a glue book. Like that. Oh, it's a bit quick there. And there were a few of these, the greatest animal pictures ever taken. So, of course, some beautiful animal pictures. These are thin magazine style pages, but oh, that is so cute. You just get the best pictures out of them though, and I don't want to waste them. So you've got a few of those. This is the bicentennial Australian mosaic and 1788 diary. So I've got a few of these, I think. And what I like about these the most is the first few pages when I get there. These ones, they look like scrapbook paper as they are. I think they're really cool. But then towards the back we've got a diary, and it does have these little illustrations which are quite nice. And then we get into having some facts and pictures. So I'll have to go through those and harvest what I would use. That's pretty. Simple flower arranging. I love the little ads in these sort of books. Be able to do something with those. I reckon little paper clips and use the information on the back and those on the front. This is 1962, this one. I think this one's all black and white. I think that'd be ridiculous to do and put in your house. But otherwise, I really like the look of them. So, This, I've never seen this one before. The Story of Our Queen by Enid Blyton. And this, I just love the illustrations in this. Beautiful book. Probably nice to make a royal journal. And like you would a little golden book, but use this and widen the spine. Then I've got a service manual for trucks, I think, truck components, which is very strange, but it's 1977. I love some of the pictures of the gears and cogs, and there's diagrams as well. They're a bit glossy, but that's all right. So for some reason I was drawn to that. There was this. Unfortunately, it's just the one sort of double page. It says it's from December the 1st, 1921, but I'm wondering if it's a reprint or something. It's hard to tell. So it's the Home and Australian Quarterly. It's got this beautiful picture on the front. It's got some black and whites on the inside, which I'm not too keen on. Then it's got this beautiful painting on the back, which I love. It's an oil painting by Hans Heissen. So, really love both those pages. There was this, which is Margot Fontaine. Now, I think it goes that way. Yeah, there we go. So it is, she must have been a ballet dancer. 1934 it says. Beautiful pictures. I've collected a few books on ballet for a future ballet journal, but the ones that I managed to get today are definitely my favourites, I think. Have the most beautiful pictures. Got this Anne Cole lettering for students. I've got a few books like this. I don't know what I'll do with them, but I like all the different fonts, so I'll chop them out and use them as journaling cards. They make good filler pages too because of the size. You can fold them in half. And these were the other two ballet books I got. It is Bella Tremain's album and Bella Tremain's scrapbook. Now I love this cover. This one isn't too bad. It's got the embossed ballet dancer on it, and the yellow one has the same, but it looks really dirty, so I'm not sure about that one. Gorgeous books. It was gifted in 41 and the date on it is 36, and beautiful pictures. And about the same in this one. And there was this, The Boy Jesus. Uh, 63, so this just has really sweet pictures too. I love the colours on there. I've got quite a stack of religious books now that have gorgeous pictures and that. It's probably not something that I would do anything with, but I appreciate the artwork in these and the beautiful pages, and some of the really old religious books are just gorgeous, and it's a shame to see them go to waste. So probably do some packs up in the future for anyone who is interested. I do love these little pictures as well. Now this, I'm not sure what it's meant to be. It is I Am Her. A book of quotations, vignettes and questions to inspire all the women in your life. But they're great pages for your journals. You could even make a journal with this because it really doesn't have a lot of, it has a lot of space, and they're matte pages. There we go. You can write in them or over them or stick things on. So I'm debating what to do with this, and I'm half tempted to actually make the cover wider put their signatures back in with more room, and use it as a journal and just stick things over a glue book or something. I think that'd be quite fun. This is the ILFORD colour book of flower decoration. It has a card stuck in it for someone nice. It is completely ruined. Beautiful carnations though. I think I'm going to take this out carefully and put it into one of my personal journals since it's so ruined. Why not? This is 64. And again, it's got your flower arrangements that I think, yeah, I would not never do them or have them in my house, but on paper, I think they're sort of weirdly beautiful and very retro. I love that one. There was a Pitman's Keyboard Mastery course. Second edition, this one. Reprinted in 59. So great for collaging and backing tags and that sort of thing. There was Man, Myth and Magic, an illustrated encyclopedia of the supernatural. This one is 1970. So I think this one would probably be a quite interesting read. And excuse any nudity if it offends you. So yes, I think this would be really interesting to have a read of. This is the Handbook of Pictorial Symbols. This one's interesting too. I'm not sure what I'll do with it, but 74, so it is just a whole lot of symbols. That would make some fun ephemera. So a lot of them you could use in a travel journal. And then I grabbed this Australian High School Typing. $19.69. And again, just really cool for collaging. I love the teal with the black. So that is a bit of fun. And then the last book is one that I purchased. And I was going through all the recipe books and I stumbled across this. It's More Broom's Cookbook, The Nation's Favourites. Now, I'm always keeping my eye out on your handwritten recipes, you know, Grandma's handwritten recipes, because they're so much fun to find and put in your cooking journals, and I never come across them. I think in a recent auction I was keeping an eye on, there was a cookbook that had the handwritten recipes in, and it went, I don't remember exactly what it went for, but it was a price that I wasn't willing to pay, that's for sure. So when I opened this, I thought, you know what, I think I could do a lot with this. So look at that awesome retro recipe pictures, and then the writing in this book is really cool as well. So I reckon I might be able to use that. Even backing tags with the writing or something would be pretty cool. And I love how a lot of the cutouts and that have been photographed for this have the old sticky tape on them. And look at that, that's gorgeous. So there's probably a lot I could do with this, I reckon. So I think that was a good find for some ephemera for the retro cookbooks. Is that a picture that someone drew of a rabbit? I think is it a rabbit? Yeah, stewed rabbit. Look at that. I thought someone had actually drawn that on after the fact, but no, I think that's the way it's meant to be. Me no like eat bunnies. That would have been me when I was young. My family were forever feeding me rabbit and telling me it was chicken. Anyway. So that is it for the book haul this time. Yeah, good to be on. I hope to be doing a lot of crafting in the next few days. So I shall see you then. Take care, everyone. See you later.